Hello guys, welcome to section 2 lecture 1. In this section we want to design and model several objects that are a spoon, knife, fork and 2 chopsticks. And then we press the numpad 1 and look at the scene from the front view, and by pressing shift and A, and from the mesh add a plane. Now plane is in the sleeping position. By pressing the R button and rotating it in the X direction by 19 degrees and pressing the tab key, enter the edit mode. After that, we put the plane with G key on the spoon and select the vertex option. We select the 2 right vertices and drag them to the left in the X direction, and we also select the 2 left vertices and we drag them to the right in the X direction. Then select the 2 lower vertices and drag them to down in the Z direction. Then by pressing the Ctrl key and R, we create several loop cuts on the plane. That we decrease and increase the number of loop cuts by moving the mouse scroll up and down, and in the same mode before pressing the key or click, we can place all the loop cuts in the desired direction and in the desired place. Now by pressing the A button, we select all of faces and then click on modifiers from the right side of the screen, and there are 2 modes for selecting the modifier. One is to find the desired modifier from the menu, or to search for the name of the modifier, as you can see. For example, modifier subdivision surface. There are a series of details and settings where we set the level view mode to 2 and the rendering to 2, and as you can see, I increased and decreased the number of level view. It causes change in the appearance of the object, and clicking on this monitor activates and deactivates the modifier mode. And the next time, which can be seen in the 3D mode, because in fact now we are looking at the image in 2D. And the last item shows the modifier applied only. At first I select these 2 vertices and press the S key to activate the scale mode and make it bigger and smaller in the X direction to reach the desired size. And also the rest of the vertices by zooming in and out, and even if needed, I use 1 or more loop cuts and by press S button make it bigger or smaller. Now I press the G key twice and move it this line up and down in its direction. I want one more loop cut in here, then twice G and set it. We continue to scale the vertices by pressing the S button and one more loop cut in the bottom of spoon until we reach the desired size. Guys, let me tell you an important thing, that for the parts that cannot be cut with loop cut, we use a knife which can be cut by pressing the K key, and when we place the mouse pointer on anything point of the object and clicking, it creates a line for us. And as long as we don't press the enter key, we can create as many lines and points as we want. Now I delete these lines with escape and draw the desired lines again and press the enter key to use these lines to add depth to the spoon. And I draw two more lines straight down to have a better mesh, that we will learn more about these things during the course. Guys, don't forget that in edit mode we must select the whole object to add the modifier. Then I want to add a solidify modifier from the modifiers section, which as I said can be added both by searching and from within the menu. Now to add depth to the spoon in solidify modifier, we just set the thickness item to 300, then by pressing G and Y I move it to the front, and by pressing G and X I move it to the left. And another important thing is it isn't applicable to apply the modifier in edit mode, and it is only activated in object mode. And as you can see, it is no longer shown after applying the modifier. Now we enter mode again, and for the depth of edge of a spoon we need more lines, so we create two loop cuts for better depth and to help the appearance and smoothness of the object again. We right click on the spoon in object mode and we click on shade smooth, so as you can see we have better appearance. And now the actual depth of the spoon, by selecting these vertices and move them back in the Y direction and left or right view, we create a gap in direction of Y. And again we select the vertices from of the spoon with the shift key 3 vertices and move them back in the direction of Y, like the rear faces, but until the faces don't overlap. If you pay attention in this part, we need to create an amount of arc mode, so by pressing Shift and Z, activating wireframe mode and X-ray mode, we select these vertices from the right view and move them outward in the y direction. As I said that the wireframe mode is activated and deactivated with Shift and Z. So we deactivate it by moving the vertices several times. We try to create the best state for the object. First, we disable the subdivision surface modifier by turning off the monitor to create the black part of the spoon, which has some protrusion. We enter the edit mode and click on the desired line by selecting the edge, and by holding Alt and clicking we select the entire line. So now, in order to make the entire black surface go out, I create a loop cut, and after that I select all the faces from that desired line by pressing Alt and click, and according to the reference. We should also choose low faces. So by pressing Shift and Z, we change to wireframe mode and select faces. Also, we must pay attention to the fact that we need to extrude here, but it isn't simple extruding. All the faces should be moved outward by holding the Control key and F and selecting extrude face align normals, and by moving the mouse up and down we create this volume. Now if we activate the subdivision surface mode, we see that we have a smooth protrusion with some arc, but we want the edge sharpen a bit. So first disable subdivision surface and select edge. After that we must select these two lines by holding Alt and clicking on the line, and for the next one we select them by holding Shift and Alt and clicking on the line, which is activated by holding the Control and B, the bevel item, and by turning the mouse scroll we change numbers. By moving the mouse up and down we change its value. As you can see, by activating subdivision surface, the appearance of the black part of the spoon become more beautiful. It seems everything suitable and enough. So by pressing Ctrl S to save it, and let's go to model the fork.